Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Thursday morning, it is the 13th day of September. Time now is 3:31 a.m. As I make this, National Hurricane Center new advisory coming out right now. The winds may not be as strong as they used to be in Florence. However, the storm is now larger, and the wind field, the hurricane wind field and the tropical storm wind field is larger. So the danger from Florence is just as strong as it once was. All right, so this storm will be coming on shore with tropical storm force winds this morning and the hurricane force winds later. Now, what about the erratic path? Will the path affect Alabama in any way? I've got the latest track information on that. What about Isaac in the Caribbean or coming into the Caribbean? Is this a storm we need to watch? Well, according to a couple of computer models, maybe. We'll have the latest on Isaac. And plus, speaking of the Gulf of Mexico, what about that system called 95L? Will it get the name Kirk today or over the next couple of days? I'm glad you're here this morning. Let's start talking about our weather for today.
So that weak frontal system is starting to fade away today, but still there'll be some scattered showers and thunderstorms in our area today. Rain chances running about 40%. Future radar looks pretty healthy. Hey, I had an inch of rain, over an inch of rain at my house yesterday. Maybe you had a good downpour as well. So I've got the rain chances pegged around 40% with a high temperature around 92. We had 94 yesterday. Tonight's low 73, winds northeast at 5 to 10. Tomorrow we have drying effects because of the hurricane. In other words, our air is sinking, so not as many storms tomorrow. They'll be isolated. And then on Saturday, I think the rain chances are just about nil. Hardly any showers on the radar Saturday and probably Sunday as well. Again, because of the outskirt drying effects around the tropical storm, which will be a tropical storm at that time. And then a tropical depression on Monday will edge the rain chances at 20% Monday and then more like 10% again on Tuesday as the storm moves away from us. So we've got 40% today, 20% Friday, less than 20% Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, and I'll edge it up a little bit, 20% Monday as the outer wall kind of edges towards eastern Alabama of that tropical system with high temperatures in the low to mid-90s. Now, out of the tropics, we have two hurricanes. We have two tropical storms. We have an area to watch, and we have Invest 95L in the Gulf of Mexico that I'll talk about in just a second. First, Florence, which is a larger storm this morning. It is a larger hurricane, even though the winds have gone down to 110 miles per hour, Category 2. The hurricane force wind field is larger, and so is the tropical storm force wind field. And here's the storm on future radar barreling towards the coast, first into North Carolina, but then kind of making that little bend right there towards the South Carolina coast. So notice how it hangs around the coast for a while. It slows down the steering currents. It comes in perhaps as a Category 2, and then it kind of sticks around the coast for a couple of days. So late tonight, maybe a Category 2 hurricane coming into North Carolina, then making that little bend. Still a Category 1 hurricane tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and even at 2 a.m. Saturday, a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm. And notice how the models then bend this thing generally towards the north and northwest, towards the Appalachian. The rainfall on the coast could be ridiculous, 20 to 30 inches perhaps, maybe localized 40 inches perhaps, and then some really strong rainfall totals in the mountains as well. Here's Isaac coming into the Caribbean with a tropical storm warning in effect for the Caribbean islands right now. It'll probably be just a weak tropical storm as it goes through the Caribbean, but don't write Isaac off yet. Some of the models want to take it into the Atlantic. A lot of models want to take it into the Yucatan Peninsula, and a few take it into the Gulf of Mexico. For instance, here's the well-respected European. Next Friday, the 21st, about 8 days from now, taking it into the Central Gulf as a pretty respectable system, and the Canadian model agrees. It's got a pretty well-respected, nice little system south of the northern Gulf Coast. We'll watch it. Meanwhile, out in the Gulf now, not many thunderstorms out there, but a little twist in the clouds. This is Invest 95L, which needs to be watched. Hurricane Center says a 60% chance of developing into a depression or maybe Tropical Storm Kirk as it moves in the direction of Texas. So, yeah, we'll continue to watch 95L because it is in our backyard.
On the Wilmington National Weather Service radar now, the eye wall of Florence is starting to show up as the storm kind of barrels towards the coast, and it will slow down as it gets closer to the coast. I hope you have a great day today. We're live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1, and also live talking weather this morning with Ryan Stinnett on CBS 8 and ABC 32. Watches on TV at 5:50 a.m. And again at 6:40 a.m. our morning crew interacts with their morning crew. I'll have another video for you first thing tomorrow morning, bright and early, online by 4:45 a.m. and of course blog updates throughout the weekend. And I will be posting information throughout the day today, updated information on the storms out there. Okay, all right, and your forecast across the dial whenever you want it on 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. You got all that? I'll see you later. Have a good one.
Rich Thomas Weather.